Hi, this is Luke with the Gamer, and I'm going to show you how to beat the Dragon Zombie in Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. On your journey to find the Earth Crystal in Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, you're going to be interrupted by an extremely mean creature that's going to try and eat you instead of letting you pass. An undead draconian who packs quite a slash behind its mangled claws. So steady your resolve and get ready to tee off against this tentacle-armed beast with a little advice from us. The fight with the Dragon Zombie is not a quick one, and in both phases there are many reasons that you should stay safely away from it at all times. But this means the fight can take a while, especially in comparison to many of the game's more frame-by-frame, pulse-pounding encounters. The Dragon Zombie rarely deals in half measures, which is to say that the bulk of its attacks are full-blown enough to require your soul shield. However, this means you'll be able to build your gauge each time, allowing you to stagger the creature at predictable intervals. During the first phase, the main thing to pay attention to is the fact that the Dragon Zombie is pretty much falling apart. It'll leave piles of its own flesh around the battlefield, but you want to stay away from them as far as you can because they cause damage over time that can't be countered. Most of its attacks are fairly easy to read, and it's pretty easy to block or dodge them. But when it uses its poison breath attack, your best bet is to use Soul Guard to not take any damage or get poisoned from this. In return, focus on keeping your distant and assaulting Dragon Zombie with spells such as Aroga, or using attacks such as Holy and Slash, which it's weak to. The main thing to focus on is just keeping your distance to try and avoid its damage or getting poisoned. And naturally, once its health pool is dropped to halfway, rush in and hit it with a Soul Burst to move into phase 2. Moving into the second phase of this fight, the Dragon Zombie's appearance and tactics change drastically. Now it takes on more of a spider-like form, and one of its most common attacks is to dig into the ground and then try and emerge where you're standing. But this attack is extremely easy to avoid, just run. Once the Dragon Zombie reaches your location, it will freeze for a couple of seconds before emerging from the ground, which makes the attack very easy to avoid. The Dragon Zombie still uses its poison breath attack, but instead of a horizontal arc it now attacks in a vertical, but again just use your soul break to counter it and avoid getting poisoned. However, trying to target the main body is risky as it has a pool of sludge around it that will poison you if you touch it. So instead focus on trying to attack its legs. You can dismember these as well to reduce its effectiveness, but mainly because it still deals damage to the main health bar. If you're going to move in to attack it at close range, using Lancer adjacent job classes is your best bet as they allow you to maintain a safe bit of distance. But attacking the main body is risky because it has a pool of sludge around it that will poison you if you get too close. So instead focus on its legs, as these can be broken, which also reduce its effectiveness while still dealing damage to the main health bar. At close range, the Dragon Zombie will do wide sweeping melee attacks that can deal a lot of damage if you get caught by them. So don't get too greedy, move in, poke it a couple of times and then back off before it hits you. Or perhaps you'll get lucky like I did and just have Sophia absolutely blitz the thing for no apparent reason, just because you told her to use her abilities.
It's just a mindless animal, the survival. Now take your own advice and keep your guard up.
Whatever you say.
This one's got some teeth.
Victory is still within reach.
So there's my advice on how to beat the Dragon Zombie in Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. I hope this guide helps you out, and check out thegamer.com for more.